You're watching K34QB, Vail, Colorado.
Good morning and happy Monday. Welcome into this morning edition of Good Morning Vail. It is Monday, August 19th. It is a very great day today. It is going to be a kind of hectic day out there, kind of nice this morning, but afternoon thunderstorms expected. We have a great show coming up. We got the Colorado Snow Sports Museum coming in today. They have their Hall of Fame event coming up with some epic skiers and people in the industry, including Lindsey Vaughn being inducted this year. So it's going to be a great show. Lots going on. It's National Photography Day, so we're going to talk to a local photographer. So much going on today. Welcome in. Good morning, and the show is going to start right now. Welcome into the TVA Weather Center on this Monday morning. Like I said, starting out at 58 degrees at 8 a.m. today. We'll see a high of 72, but a 50% chance of that precipitation and those afternoon thunderstorms coming in. Decent winds, 10 to 15 miles per hour expected today, so should be a fun day out there. Into the hourly, again, 58 to start. Things heat up to about 70 degrees at noon, and those scattered thunderstorms appear to be rolling in around 4 p.m. With temperatures coming down to 64 degrees at 8 p.m. and cloudy skies into the evening, which is tough because that full moon is rolling right in right now. And into the I-70 corridor, Eagle looking at a high of 80, 50% chance of precipitation. Avon hitting 77 and a 50% chance of that rain. Vail, high of 72, 50% as well. And Denver still in the 90s there and a 50% chance of precipitation on the Front Range there. So be careful if you're out there traveling this afternoon through the Rocky Mountains. Into tonight, again, full moon expected, low 51, 15% chance of rain, partly cloudy skies. We hope they clear up with that sunset around 8 p.m. And that sunset's coming lower and lower into the night, which means winter is coming. We're only 88 days from Vail's opening day and 100 days from Beaver Creek opening. So, Colorado Snow Sports Museum's got me thinking about snow today. Into the rest of the week, partly cloudy skies expected on Tuesday and on Wednesday. Through the rest of the week, those scattered thunderstorms are expected to come in, but those temperatures are coming down, which is good to see with that summer heat blazing recently. Wednesday, 50% chance. Thursday, 70% chance. And Friday and Saturday, 60 and 50% chances. Those lows staying in the mid to low 50s and the upper 40s. So should be an interesting week coming up, but it's going to be a great couple days here. And stay tuned. We're going to be right back with more of the show.
Good morning, Vail.
Stevie Lee Woods presents Nashville Roadhouse Live, where country meets rock and roll.
It's where I drank my first beer, where I found Jesus, where I wrecked my first car, I tore it all to pieces. Join us every week for more live performances right here on Nashville Roadhouse Live.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Hi there! Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky? Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman. Featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. Our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to The Neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
For the latest and greatest trends in pop entertainment, Popstar Today brings you compelling celebrity lifestyle stories that matter most to you. From movies, music, TV, and streaming shows, to fashion, social media influencers, and the latest on who is seeing who. Join host Elizabeth Stanton as she digs deep and dives in. This is Popstar Today.
Daily Flash Latino. Designed for the American Latino audience, Daily Flash Latino hosts Jessica Reyes and Fabian Marcano deliver their fresh perspective on the latest entertainment news, celebrity gossip, fashion, health, and more in both English and Spanish, aka Spanglish. Daily Flash Latino builds, connects, and celebrates the diverse Hispanic audience. Daily Flash Latino, trending news and entertainment with a splash of Spanglish.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back. Joining us now on the couch, we have Ashley Carter with the Colorado Snow Sports Museum, which is always doing so much. And if you have some free time, it's a free place to stop right in Vail, right when you get there, right in the parking structure. One of the gems of the valley, and there's so much going on. Ashley, thanks for joining us.
Of course, I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, when you asked how I was doing this morning, I was like, we're talking snow. I'm doing great.
I know, it's like I'm not quite ready yet, but like exciting things ahead for sure.
Yeah, and obviously here we get like first winter, second winter, fifth summer, second fall, so we're kind of in that weird phase right now. But the Snow Sports Museum has some exciting stuff coming up with that Hall of Fame, 5 new members being inducted. Tell us a little bit about it.
So talk about celebrating snow things, that's what we're doing. It's September 7th at the Ford Amp in Vail. And it is a celebration. I think there's a misconception in the past that it's this exclusive invite-only event. It's a celebration open to all. We have different levels of ticket prices there, from lawn all the way up to sponsorship. But yeah, we have 5 inductees into the Hall of Fame, plus annual awards. So college athletes, you know, the Competitor of the Year, Lifetime Achievement Awards, all of it.
Love it, love it. And it's everything from athletes to people that have just pushed the sport forward all over the state. But I know Lindsey Vaughn's going to be there.
Lindsey Vaughn's going to be there. Lindsey Vaughn's getting inducted, and she will be there to celebrate.
That's a pretty big one. And Ross Anderson is a fascinating one. He's a Native American that has the fastest record speed ever for a man at over 154 miles per hour.
It's pretty insane.
Insanity, insanity. And then you got Bjorn, John McBride. So it's just a great event. And the museum always does such a great job. Who's emceeing it or leading it this year?
Emceeing is going to be Chris Anthony again.
Well, I thought I saw that. And like talk about another legend of the community. And
he's in the Hall of Fame as well.
Amazing. So people can get their tickets, and it's at the Amp outdoors. It's always a great time. Whether you know these people or not, it's kind of really a celebration of our snow sports, right?
Well, our mission at the museum is to share stories that educate and inspire other people to seek adventure. And what better way than to see the athletes, the pioneers, the sport builders that are part of it.
I love that. So there's so much in that museum. I was actually in there a couple months ago to check out the James Bond snowboard, the snowboard that was in a James Bond film. So there's so much history and cool stuff in there.
Absolutely.
Love that one. I understand the 10th Mountain Division has some new letters home in there.
Yeah, so what we did, we had some framed letters. We took it and made it totally digital. So you can look up the entire roster of 10th Mountain soldiers. So any descendants can look it up. And anything that we have from those soldiers has been digitized. You can see photos of them, photos of their letters, all sorts of things. And we'll be able to update that as we get more things from descendants, so that it makes it more real. You get to see the personal stories of the soldiers.
So cool. And for those that don't know, the 10th Mountain Division helped kind of discover and get Vail off the ground. They trained there at Camp Hale during the war. So just fascinating history that we have right here.
Absolutely.
Fascinating history. And I understand Michaela Schifrin also dropped off something for you guys, an interesting one to display.
Yeah, so we had previously one of her globes because it had a crack in it and she got a new one. Well, she was doing something in her car and one of her globes rolled off and the base broke. And she said, if you can find a way to display it, it's all yours. So Chris Anthony said, no problem. We'll make sure that happens.
Yeah.
So we have another one of her crystal globes in our display.
Yeah, if you ever see Michaela Schiffer, she's always got tons of gear and baggage, so totally understand how that bag might have slipped every now and then. But there's also some other Michaela Schiffer stuff in there,
Yeah,
right?
we've got one of the skis when we did the big celebration when she came back after breaking the record, right? And we did that big thing in the Solaris Plaza. One of the skis that says greatest of all time. She signed, the hats. We've got some pretty cool things in there. And that's in our Olympic case that's got things from everyone else, including Lindsey Vohn's got some stuff in there.
That. Another one I love. I don't know if it's still up, but it's a visual representation of how the gear has kind of changed over the years.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the gear, but the looks,
yeah,
right?
It's 100 years of ski fashion from 1915 to 2015. One of my favorite videos, one of my favorite pieces in that museum.
The museum's, it's not very big, right, Ashley? But it packs so much in there.
Absolutely.
So much in there. What are some of the things you really like in there?
I love the fashion video. I think that's super, super cool. And then speaking of Hall of Fame, our Hall of Fame exhibit is actually digitized as well. So you can look up everyone that's ever been inducted, which started in 1977 was our first class. Wow. So we have over 250 members. So being able to hear those stories, watch the videos, and just be inspired about the sport. It's snow sports. It's fun. You know what I mean? Like, it's super fun.
And these are big. I mean, sometimes you might not recognize the name, but they've done some amazing work, whether they're in ski schools across the state or professional athlete like Lindsey Vonn.
Yeah.
Some amazing just people.
Right, and yeah, just contributing also to like adaptive side of the sports and the coaching, a lot of the behind the scenes things that we don't know about. That's why we preserve it and why we celebrate. The celebration that we're having in September is also a fundraiser for the museum. We're free admission, as you said, and what keeps us going is supporters and donors that get to allow, like people walk by the museum, they have no idea what it's about. They pop in and they're like, oh my God, this is fascinating. And they wouldn't do that if they had to buy in beforehand. So
for sure.
Anything we can do to support the museum, to keep those stories out there is what we're going for.
Yeah, and again, it's right there in the Vail Village parking structure. You walk right past it usually if you park there and you're going into the village. So definitely stop in. And there's always some new stuff in there. So even if you've been, it's always worth stopping in. Again, and then there's also the village tours that you all put on.
Yeah, and those are going to be Vail history specific. Right now we do them every Tuesday and Thursday at 11. $10 a person. For adults, kids are free. It's going to walk around the village and tell you everything from before there was anything here and ranching families up until what it looks like now. And we'll be doing those like through September.
Awesome, awesome. And then back to the Hall of Fame. I mentioned some of those people, but can you kind of describe the lineup of those five of who's coming in?
Yeah, I mean, we've got Ross Anderson, like you said. He was a speed skier, so he's an athlete. We've also got, now that you asked me, we've got, we've got Borgen. He's going to be a sport builder in there. John McBride was a coach. A lot of people know him as John-O around here.
Right.
He's known in there for a sport builder. Sigurd Rockney is from Breckenridge. He's a pioneer. He's going to be celebrating with us there like a month before his 92nd birthday.
Love that. Love that. And the ones I've been lucky enough to attend in the past, people got like the cutouts of the heads of these people.
Absolutely.
And it's just like such a kind of like, it's just a cool thing to be a part of and to witness. And how lucky are we that the Colorado Snow Sports Museum is right here in Vail.
Yep. And there will be a lot of Hall of Fame members walking around that'll be attending. So in that first cocktail hour, you got a chance to meet some pretty cool people.
That's it. And we're still, a couple months away here from actually getting on snow. So this is kind of like a great way to get excited about it.
Get you amped, get excited about it.
Get ready to get going. What else is happening? Anything new or what else is coming up before we get on snow?
Well, we've got a couple more. We host yoga at the museum, one day a week. Right now we do it Thursday mornings. I think we're doing that through September 12th.
Is that in the museum?
So if it's a small enough group and it's nice, we do it outside. Obviously in the winter, inside.
Yeah.
Inside or outside, depending on who shows up. Just local instructors.
How
$15, walk in. 10 goes to the instructor, 5 to the museum. Keep
Love
it going.
Love
super fun.
Yeah, and then I talk about, like, I know it's free to go in, but there's obviously that donations box, and every time I go in, I'm like, this was worth it. I've got to give something back, and that's how it really runs, so it's cool.
Well, and we have a gift shop.
The
gift shop is fantastic, if I do say so myself.
It's fantastic and dangerous at the same time, because I want one of every single thing that's in there.
But that's a way to support the museum.
Yes.
So we are a nonprofit. All the gift shops just keeps the museum going.
Yes.
So we have wonderful things that you will want, and it goes to a good cause.
Yes, and if you are one of those people that has some local history or just history in general, always open to taking it.
Absolutely.
And it's a safe and great place for it.
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. So when again is the Hall of Fame ceremony?
September 7th. Doors open at 3 o'clock. It's going to go till 7:30, but that first hour and a half is that cocktail hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so food, drinks.
Yeah, and
mingle.
we've got those different ticket levels. Some of them include food, some of them don't, but food is available. And like I said, it's as accessible as like a $50 ticket for the lawn to participate up to like a sponsorship level.
Yeah, and who decides on this list? How do people vet this?
So you get nominated. Anyone can nominate besides us on staff there. We don't get to, so it's not biased. We've actually got that information on our website. You can induct people on there. It's quite the process. And then we've got a board that votes in and does all of that. So it's not just someone says, I think they should be in there, so let's do it.
Yeah.
It's got to be an agreement. There's got to be reasons on there, and then we vote for it.
Yeah, awesome. So yeah, definitely check that out. Get some tickets. Tickets available kind of through the next couple weeks too.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll even you can walk up. We'd love to know you're coming ahead of time. It'll be easier for you as well. But if you have not gotten a ticket in a day of, you're like, I want to be there. Show up. You're in.
Love that,
Yeah.
Ashley. Thank you so much for joining us. This has my heart so full talking
Yes,
about snow
good.
sports. Anything else I should ask you? Anything else people should know?
Museum's great. It's worth the price because it's free. So walk in there and check it out. And if you don't like it, well, I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, definitely check it out. Definitely check out that Hall of Fame ceremony coming up. And thanks again for joining us.
Yeah.
And again, we're going to be on snow in 88 days.
Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah, 100 days of Beaver Creek. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with the rest of the show.
Good morning, Vail.
This is Necklace. This easy-to-use, non-surgical alternative improves the appearance of sagging skin around your neck and jawline. Made from medical-grade tape, Necklace lasts up to 10 hours, giving you a firmer, smoother look all day long.
This is the one that works.
Starting on one side, peel off to expose adhesive and affix it beneath your earlobe. Stretch the strip around the back of your neck until it reaches the other side. Remove the white backing from the other end of the strip and attach under the other earlobe. Go ahead and take your hair down.
Wow, look at that. Necklace really is the one that works.
Women everywhere are thrilled with the results.
Necklace is my time machine and I'm loving life again.
Necklace is way better than surgery. It's cheaper and it's easier.
Oh wow, took like 2 years off here.
Well, I like it. It's like a mini facelift. Oh, it totally works.
Think I need a box or two.
Use the on-screen QR code or visit sagnomore.com to order now. We even give you a money-back guarantee. Try Necklace today.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, we see one couple fall in love with a waterfront fixer-upper.
It sort of wrapped its arms around us and said, you want me, and we did.
And watch as another battles over the budget.
We're trying to look through and see where we can trim at this point.
Are you looking to trim it, Ginger?
No.
No.
Construction pros show us the right way to renovate.
Well, we had to do a roof over. We had to hand build a lot of the trusses.
As we're putting the thin set down, the self-leveler has a little clip that clips up underneath the edge of the tile.
You know TV8 Vail has great local content, but did you know about our production services? Hire an expert to develop your website reel, commercials, live stream events, studio production, and more. If you can dream it, we can help you do it. TV8 delivers high-quality content in both English and Spanish. Contact us today to discuss your next project. Email Danielle at tv8vail.com or call 970-628-9881.
America was built on a love for the outdoors. We are a nation of sportsmen, blessed with magnificent natural resources. With broad interests across water and field, we are united in our devotion to nature and conservation. Join us every week for the best shows celebrating the outdoor lifestyle. Outdoor America. Live free.
Hi there! Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky? Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman. Featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. Our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to The Neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
Welcome into Rugs Benedict here in Avon, Colorado. We are joined by Mandy Benedict herself. Mandy, how's the summer going here?
Fantastic. We're having a beautiful summer and some great new introductions in our store.
Yeah, I love this store. It's so beautiful and spacious in here, and it has everything you need. And we are starting with reclaimed wood right here. What do we got here?
So we have quite a few reclaimed options, which a lot of times are old barns, old buildings, things like that, factories, and they just have a really beautiful mountain style. So we have quite a few reclaimed options available in our store.
I love that. And do we know exactly where they came from?
A lot of the things will have, exactly where each thing came from. It depends on the size of the building or the size of the project too, because sometimes it'll use a few different buildings.
Yeah, but it's got that classic kind of Colorado look to it, right?
It does.
Awesome. And then we also have some siding, which can double down as flooring and ceilinging. And
we use wood actually for a lot of decorative spaces. So in my house, for example, we have like on the ceiling to just create interest. So you can do ceilings, you can do soffits, you can do decorative walls in your bar or game room, or even like behind your bed. So we do a ton of wood flooring and wood accent walls.
Love that. And did we invent ceilinging? Did I just come up with a new term for you?
You could have. We just call it, putting wood flooring on the ceiling or putting wood on the ceiling. So.
Yeah, and beautiful here. You can just kind of swipe through and kind of pick and choose here.
Yeah, they slide. We literally have thousands of options, but the thing that our design flooring team is great at is just finding the thing that's going to be most durable for you, fit the look that you're after, the price point you're after. Whether you're going to have radiant heat or depends on the heating system and the humidification, all those things we take into account.
Love that. And these are just a few of the options, and you guys are known for just kind of a quick turnaround sometimes with the warehouse, but what's that kind of process like on your end?
So we do have quite a few things available that can be installed very quickly. We have all employee installers, a lifetime installation warranty, and we offer free estimates. So we'll come out to your house, figure out all of the things that would go into the project, offer a free estimate, and then work with sort of your time frame and schedule.
Love that. And I can just picture this as decoration, kind of just walls, floors, ceilings. Love it, love it. And then we also have area rugs here right behind us. What's going on here?
We do Rugs Benedict, so we have to have some rugs here. We have just, again, hundreds of options of things that you can buy in, things for powder rooms, kitchens. You can do decorative staircases or coordinating family room, living room, dining room rugs. And you just come in and sort of flip through. It's kind of like flipping through a clothing rack where you can just explore all the different sizes, all the different colors, palettes, textures. We have a ton of variety in rugs.
Yeah, I love that. And rugs are kind of sometimes a centerpiece, and they're always just so memorable, right? Like I remember my childhood rug at home, right? So great options here. Any tips and tricks for people looking at these?
Just to come in, if you have any current color schemes or fabrics or things like that, bring some of those with you. People bring pillows, they bring, a piece of their drapery or something like that. And otherwise, people start with area rugs a lot. They'll sort of build their room around it if you're refurnishing.
Love that. Anything else I should have asked you? Anything else you want to add here?
No, just come in and explore our beautiful space, and we have options for everyone.
Love that. Rugs Benedict, located here in Avon, Colorado, has all your needs. Come check them out this summer. Welcome back to the TVA Weather Center on this wonderful Monday morning, starting out at 58 degrees this morning. We'll see a high of 72, so a pretty mild day today and a 50% chance of rain. On this full moon Monday, we'll see what happens tonight, and some decent winds, 10 to 15 miles per hour, coming in from the west-southwest today, and those afternoon thunderstorms expected today. Into the hourly here, things warm up to about 72 degrees at noon before coming down to 70 with those scattered thunderstorms rolling in this afternoon. And tonight, 64 degrees at 8 p.m. and cloudy skies that we hope clear up so we can get a nice look at that full moon. Into the I-70 corridor, 50% chance of precipitation across the Rocky Mountains and even on the Front Range today down in Denver, which is going to see a high of 90 today. And up in the Rocky Mountains, Vail looking at a high of 72, Avon a high of 77, and Eagle a high of 80 today. So all over the place if you're traveling through the state. Tonight, a low of 51 degrees with a 15% chance of that precipitation, and partly cloudy skies with the sunset at 7:57 p.m., which is coming early and earlier these days, which means winter is coming. I know we're talking a lot about winter today, but it's got me fired up. Those winds die down a little bit and start coming from the south-southeast, 5 to 10 miles per hour tonight. Into the rest of the week, tomorrow, Tuesday, partly cloudy skies expected with a high of 78 and a low of 54. And then those scattered thunderstorms are expected to roll in the rest of the week and into the weekend here, Wednesday through Saturday, with varying percentages. But we are going to jump up next to it. We're going to sit down with Jessica Formicola, who's a chef with some tips on easy meals and snacks. Jessica, thanks for joining us. Can you start off with, it's a busy time of year and we're going to be checking stuff out, but what are your tips for the families this time of year and getting those snacks ready?
My top tip as a busy mom and having a busy family is to make sure that you plan healthy and satisfying meals. And Sprouts has you covered. Sprouts Farmers Market helps solve all those back to school mealtime dilemmas with healthy, tasty, and fresh favorites. They're known for having the season's most delicious produce, and they take extra care in curating healthy products to fit all the family's dietary needs.
I love that. And I love all the beautiful colors there. It might be the child in me, but that looks great. What's something to start the day off right?
Well, breakfast is always a crunch time in my house. I don't know about you, but Sprouts has you covered here too. I like these items like the mini pancake bites, turkey sausage and red pepper omelet bites, and frozen waffles. And my kids love any food on a stick. So these mini pancake bites with fresh fruit are great to grab and go, and you can walk with them to the bus stop.
Looks amazing. And then after breakfast, we got to get ready for lunch. So what's kind of your pro tip on lunch?
Lunches are always hard because you got to switch them up so they don't get bored, but Sprouts has you covered there too. Of course, you want to have some fresh fruit and some veggies, but there's nothing like a homemade sandwich. Change it up with oven roasted turkey breast, and then this chicken Caesar wrap is amazing. A vegetarian snack box with hummus, add in some Sprouts veggie straws and organic salted popcorn, and there won't be any leftovers in that lunchbox.
Perfect. So the lunch is packed up, the boots are tied tight, but now it's after school. What do you do after school?
My kids always need snacks. They probably eat more snacks than real meals, right? So I like to make these charcuterie boards with them. We have a rainbow of fresh fruits and veggies, and I like to use Sprouts grain-free chicken nuggets or tenders. They're made with 100% natural white meat chicken, no artificial flavors, no added hormones or preservatives, and let the kids get involved so that they can pick their favorites, and it's also a good time for conversation.
Awesome. Those nuggets look so good. We're going down the line here. Now it's dinner time. What do we do for dinner?
Well, if they're not full from all those chicken nuggets, you've got dinner on the table too. And I let Sprouts do the prepping for me. Besides the ease, one of the best things about Sprouts prepared meals and chicken is that it has no antibiotics ever. You can grab one of these ready-to-eat heat or cook convenience meals that are full of chef flavors. Try the Sprouts chicken. It has citrus and spring vegetables, or the Sprouts Penny Pesto Pasta. Everybody will be coming back for seconds.
Awesome, Jessica. I'm going to throw a little curveball at you here, but we obviously have dessert. What do you do for dessert?
Dessert, my kids like fresh fruit, honestly. And during the school year, I don't want to give them any sugar before bedtime. So we go back to the fresh fruit, some of it left over from breakfast. I put it into a little tuppy into the fridge, and that gets taken out for dessert after dinner.
Amazing, amazing. Where can we go for more information on all these great Sprouts products and all these tips you have?
You have more meal suggestions and healthy recipes at sprouts.com.
Awesome. Anything else I should ask you, Jessica? Anything else you want to throw in here at the end?
Just remember to stop and enjoy the school year. It flies by.
Oh, I love that. Jessica, thanks so much for joining us. Check that out. Some great tips there if you got kids going back to school or adults that love chicken nuggets. Jessica, have a great rest of your day. We will be right back with more of the show.
Good morning, Vail.
It's time for the best coverage of the top stories in sports. The Sports Wrap with Jason Page starts now.
How do you make Anthony Edwards the face of your franchise if you're the Minnesota Timberwolves? We'll get into that.
And we say hello to our good friend Matt Verderam, who hangs out with us from SI.com. They're NFL insider, one of them, is hanging out with us on the program today. Did you see Caitlin Clark last night? She put up a 40-burger, hits the game-winning three as time expires. Let's turn our attention to the Denver Broncos, one of the NFL's most dysfunctional situations.
The Sports Wrap with Jason Page.
From small towns to big cities and everywhere in between, we're covering the great things that are happening right now in the USA. This is Positively America with Ernie Anastas.
Each week, we're going to focus on the great things that are happening every day in the USA. We'll feature change makers.
In every older person, there's a younger person saying, how did this happen?
Innovators.
I talk about design the way some people might talk about like the person they're in love with.
Doers and dreamers.
You can use that recognition to pay it forward.
Ordinary Americans accomplishing extraordinary things.
When you smile, you receive one back most of the time.
We're going to prove to you that optimism and hope are paving the way to an even brighter tomorrow.
We've got a lot of programs that are specifically focused on the children of our fallen heroes.
At Positively America, our mission is to feature good news.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back. It is National Photography Day, and photos not only capture moments, but they create memories, and we caught up with local photographer Olga Barron. Let's take a look.
It's a very busy morning here on Good Morning Vail on TV8. I'm your host, Liz, and now we have somebody even amazing, another amazing human being with me right now. It's Olga Barron. Hi, Olga.
Hi, how are you, Liz?
I'm great. Thank you for being here this morning. I don't know if you can follow Beck. He was
I
pretty,
know, he's a pretty tough act to follow.
What a smart kid.
That's an amazing kid.
I know, that was
Absolutely.
amazing. And I can see the future is alive. And speaking of the future, I know that you have a great future ahead of you. I met you when you were doing a pet portrait contest here in the community maybe a year ago. I don't even think it was a full year ago.
No, it was this February.
Yeah, see, I don't know what's happening anymore. So, Olga, you have been a local photographer for how long here?
About 10 years.
10 years. So you obviously don't only photograph pets, as you can see around us. These are amazing photographs. Tell us all about your business and why you thrive so well here in the Valley.
Well, I'm what you would call a boutique family portrait photographer.
Okay.
And I do consider your pets as part of your family.
Well, so do I.
I know you do. I love that. And what I do is a full-service portrait photography where it involves everything from the very first consultation, because it's really important for me to create artwork that decorates your home.
Oh.
And so it's artwork with your family at the heart of it. It's the people that matter to you most are on your walls, so you're very happy every time you come into a room, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm not one of those photographers where it takes a whole bunch of photos and just dumps a bunch of files on you and those files disappear. I literally go for the final products, like these pieces here. So, you know, we have a family, we have a bunch of cousins, which is, the cousins are right here. This is part of my generational product, meaning I get a whole big family, grandparents, all the different kids, their kids together.
Oh, look at that. Look at those precious faces. How do you get kids to sit still? I mean, Beck did a great job, but I'm just curious, when you have 1, 2, 3, you have 6 children there, how do they all sit still?
What I usually try to do in a generational portrait is I try to go for the big portrait where you have the whole family together first. And while I'm actually setting up the lights, I try to get to know the kids. And so to me, I try to gauge the personalities. Obviously, if I had a chance to meet the kids at the consultation before, that's better. That's not always the case, you know, when they're from out of town.
Right.
Like grandma and grandpa live here and everybody comes to visit, right?
Oh my
It's a great
goodness.
thing to do, right?
Oh God, isn't it?
But I do figure out which one's the hardest in terms of sitting still, so I place them last.
I gotcha.
And,
Look at those faces.
And sometimes you can't. Like there's a little child that is just so shy, uncomfortable being separated from their mama or daddy. I will put the mama or daddy behind them underneath and Photoshop them out.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Who knew? Look at all these creative little crafty ideas. I love it though. So now we understand how sometimes you got to keep them still or whatever.
Well, it's really important that they're happy because it's really not just about the final product. The final product reflects the experience. So for me, it's really important that it's fun.
Yes.
Like the family has fun. And it's anywhere from a family of 5 or a family of 30.
Wow,
So
that's incredible.
Yeah.
Now, I like the idea of the aspen trees. I know you do both indoor and outdoor photography, but the aspen trees is just so beautiful and it just blends that family together. And since the aspen trees are family too, it's just like this grounded, rooting thing to see. Oh, gives me such a great feeling for that. That's really, really nice. What made you decide to photograph families?
Families. My mom.
Aww.
And I'll be honest, I lost my mom this past Mother's Day.
Oh gosh, I'm so sorry, honey.
Thank you.
Are you gonna be okay?
I am okay. I'm okay. I had my whole family there with me. My identical twin lives in the UK. Her whole family came. We all came. We were all together. And my mom, she was my rock. She was the strongest person I ever knew. She helped so many people. You could write a book on her life. But what she did for us as kids, since we were very little, she always made sure we had portraits taken. She'd hire a photographer and it'd be us and then us and the parents. And the house was covered in these things. So at the end, you know, when she was bedridden in the very end, my stepdad put all those portraits around her.
Oh, my heart.
And even before we got there, she had us there. She was a bit confused towards the end, but she had us there. And to me, that was so important. And I think about like the generations now where so many pictures of, you know, of all the families and all the kids were, if they were on the walls and you could feel loved by looking at them, they're just somewhere in the ether and they disappear as technology changes, as your devices change. They just don't end up anywhere. And so to me, you know, I've discovered that I really was good at taking pictures of people because I've had a camera in my hand since I was a teenager or maybe even younger, you know, but it's really became a thing where I realized I want others to feel how I felt growing up.
I feel it when I look at these pictures. I really do. There's something that they come to life and you can see it in their eyes and the sparkle and the life and the beauty and the happiness and everything.
And you know, and it is artwork because it is stuff you decorate your home with. But if you're a little bit more particular, I also have like the one back there of the grandmother and the grandson.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That's a painterly. So if you want it to look like my style is impressionistic, if you would like a painting type of portrait, I do that. It is not something software does. I mean, I do it digitally, but I paint it out by, you know, with the digital brush. It's completely creative. And then I use laminate to add extra brush strokes. So it is literally something you would buy, except it's your family at the heart of it.
Okay, looking at this picture, not only does it captivate us, but you can see the love in both their faces. You can just see the joy in the kid's eyes looking up at his grandma, and look at the love on her face. That is just spectacular. So I was wondering how you made them look like portraits, and that is pretty amazing. So you can literally bring to life these beautiful families, because number one, when you take a picture on your phone, yeah, it's great, and you can throw it online. they lose generation, okay?
do.
All the resolution goes away because I
Yeah.
like to take pictures of animals on my phone all the time, and then I'll be like, oh, this last year I took this great picture, and I look at it, and it's all grainy already. I'm like, wait a minute.
Well, what I recommend you do, I mean, what I do is different. I mean, what I do will go on your walls. It's you know, it's a portrait, it's professional, but your snapshots on your phone are valuable too. Don't leave them all on the phone. You can't print them like this, but do print them. You could put it in some kind of frame, put it on your wall, put it on your desk, print this stuff, put it in a book. In a book, it's
So if
protected
it's a
from the light.
beautiful, worthwhile photo,
If
you don't
like
want to
it,
leave
just
it
don't
in the
print
ether.
it so big where it becomes, you know, pixelated.
Right.
It looks grainy, as you call it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Just print it. Don't let this stuff disappear. These are your memories of people.
Precious.
And when I mean people, I mean canine and feline as well, or whatever species you like. These are your family. These are your people. Print them.
They're amazing, and when I look at something like this, I get mad that I never really did anything like this because it's spectacular, and you bring to life already the life within these people, and you just look at their face. I can't even stop staring. Look at how beautiful they look, and everybody's perfect. So, do you do a little?
Retouching?
Yeah, a couple of retouches on those. I mean, they all look beautiful anyway.
I do more than retouching. In that picture, it's actually unique. I'll explain in a sec, but I do retouch to the degree the customer wants.
I gotcha, okay.
So if you want it to look completely natural, I'll just, you know, on a teenager, I might give rid of a couple of pimples, you know, or give rid of something that
I
was
got some wrinkles for us old folk.
If you want that, you know, like I will absolutely do it to the degree you want, but I will guide you towards what looks right.
Yeah,
you
don't
know?
look plastic.
Exactly.
Right.
I mean, unless you absolutely want to, but even, you know, we would have a conversation. It's going on your wall. It needs to make you happy.
Yeah, every time you
know?
walk by, you're like, oh, no, that's me.
But I actually do a lot more with lighting too, you know, so
Oh,
even
that's
outdoors.
perfect. Yeah,
In
you can
fact,
see you've done a great
well,
job with the
that
lighting.
one was on a golf course, so there was moments where all of us were putting lights down on the ground because
Oh my gosh, that's great. Well, I mean, whatever you do, it comes out spectacular.
Thank you,
and I
thank you.
can tell you that you feel the warmth, the kindness, the gentle feeling of all the souls in these photos. And that family, they all look alike. Everybody looks really closely alike. It's really cute. So it's really fun to see that stuff too.
Sure.
So mostly you focus on people and their pets.
I focus on families, yes.
Right.
I do high school seniors as well.
Oh, nice.
And, you know, and engaged couples. I don't do weddings. And in fact, when I first started my business, I did weddings as well. And I realized that I tended to gravitate towards kids. So for me, it just became the family.
I'm
know?
looking on the screen right now. They are
thank
so
you.
adorable. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. So painterly portraits is basically what you were just talking about.
Yeah.
And you do a digital paintbrush over the photography.
Many layers, yeah. And then I do actual laminate brush once it's printed and put on canvas. I will add texture with a laminate with an actual brush.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible. So you're an artist on top of being a photographer, even if photography is an art. That newborn baby, oh my God. And so I just saw you also do couples photos.
Yep.
So if you're, let's say you have an anniversary coming up and you want to do a nice portrait of the two of you, you can come to you.
I can do that, or if you're getting engaged, I don't do surprise engagements. To me, it's about, surprise is more of like for your iPhone.
Yeah.
You know? To me, it's about the portrait that you might want to display at the wedding, you know, that people sign, or something you put on your wall where you're not necessarily wearing a wedding gown.
I got you.
You know, and it's all so fresh.
Yeah.
You know, it's in those first few months.
Oh my gosh.
So, you know, it's planned, right?
Right.
So it looks gorgeous on your wall. You know?
That just sounds spectacular. How do people reach out to you? Because you're like this hidden gem in our community, and I want everybody to be able to know how they reach out to you. Special occasions, family, and you know, holidays, or anything like that.
The easiest way is to go to my website, olgabaronphotography.com.
Okay.
You can fill out a form. You can call me. You can schedule an appointment to call me if that's your modern style. I have no problem with that.
Right. Short
of sending smokestack signals, I'm around.
My
office is in the Riverwalk in Edwards.
I didn't even know you were so close to me.
Yeah.
I can't thank you enough for being here. This is Olga Baron for Olga Baron Photography. You've got to go check her out online. And as you've seen these beautiful photography pictures and the painting type of style that you have, they really do look like beautiful paintings of beautiful families. You do an amazing job. I just want to tell you how much I'm so sorry about your mama. I know you carry her in your heart, you and your twin sister.
Yep.
It's a beautiful thing. Capture your memories of your beautiful family and definitely reach out to Olga Barron Photography for all of the memories to stay on your wall for a lifetime. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Liz. It was fun.
Oh, it was fun. This
Yeah,
is
it's really
Olga,
fun.
everybody. Make sure you reach out to her. We'll be right back with more Good Morning Vail here on TV8.
Good morning, Vail.
Daily Flash.
I'm Andrea Jackson.
I'm Mitch English, welcoming you to
Mitch English and Andrea Jackson have co-hosted together for over a decade. And now, only on Daily Flash, they serve up a fast, fun, fresh perspective on the day's trending news and entertainment. Daily Flash offers the latest in pop news, celebrity gossip, fashion, health, wellness, and even some unscripted, irreverent, who knows what's next fun. Daily Flash with Mitch English and Andrea Jackson. Trending news and entertainment.
Join host Madison Brown as she visits with guests ranging from country star Toby Keith to magician Tommy Wynn. Explores the kitchen from cake decorating to cooking Hawaiian style, all while exploring unique locations across the country. Check your local listings and tune in.
Hello everyone, welcome to Vail Vibes. This is your guide to all the good vibes here in Vail and beyond. I'm Avisha Scarborough, and today we've got a lot to feel good about because we've got some cuddly creatures to play with here at the Vail Stables.
Baby goats tend to bring out smiles from everyone around them, and Vail Stables understands that. Their goat yoga, or Goga, classes draw people from all over the country.
I'm from Salt Lake City, Utah. Absolutely loved it. Just so fun, you know, getting centered out with nature. And then, of course, the goats just continuously reminding you whether you want it or not with their little sounds and coming up for pets. Just so peaceful and lovely.
We're from Kansas City.
And what made you want to try goat yoga?
I guess we always wanted to do it.
I love baby goats and I love yoga.
Yeah,
So
she loves anything baby.
Holly Beavers has been teaching goat yoga for 7 years.
Goats are just silly, loving, amazing creatures. I feel like they bring out joy and they also bring out peace and calm, and that's something that is really related to my nature and what I believe yoga is.
She says more people should try it, no matter what their experience level is.
It is for you, whether you've done yoga before, whether you've ever been around goats before. It is for each and every person.
So fun.
It's something that brings tranquility and fun and laughter and giggles and all the things that I think the world really needs more of.
And if you want the goats without the yoga, there's Goat Happy Hour too.
It's really a time for families, friends, bachelorette parties, anyone to come up here and enjoy a beautiful view of Vail Mountain with 20 baby goats. They add a little bit of craziness to the mix. But we also have Colorado beers, cocktails, wines. You can really enjoy whatever you'd like, kind of build your own adventure. And we sell goat treats and horse treats as well. So it's kind of just outdoor happy hour time. Have some drinks if you want, but you're kind of here for the goats.
Olivia was raised at these stables, owned by her mother.
It was a wonderful childhood. Lots of lessons. You learn what hard work is pretty quickly when you have 50 horses, 20 goats.
She says the Nigerian dwarf goats are so adorable they give everyone a mood boost.
They are smaller breeds of goats, making them a little easier to get used to. But they're super fun, goofy animals. They're headbutting each other, jumping around, they're flipping around. They can also be super cuddly. So some of the little guys will sit on your lap and you can pet them and scratch them and they feel like a little cat in your lap. But then they'll be running around crazy, you know, going after the treats. Very cute. They're pretty adorable. We have little bandanas on all of them. Some have little bow ties, so.
Let's face it, goats are the greatest of all time. And we could all use a little love,
Namaste.
light, and laughter in our lives. Check out vailstables.com for more info.
Good morning, Vail.
For many, it's time to get back to school, and we have some tips for those that are getting ready to go back to school.
Thanks for having me. Let's start with the HP OmniBook X AI PC here. This has a battery life of up to 26 hours, 1 terabyte of storage, a built-in Snapdragon X processor, which means it's lightning fast, helps kids learn, boosts their creativity and productivity, improves communication, just makes them psyched about learning. And it was made with sustainability in mind too, made out of recycled materials. So super amazing. Get it right at hp.com or bestbuy.com. Next up, the HP Envy Printer Plus HP All-In Planned. Named Envy for a reason, creme de la creme of printers here. It's $129.99, but if you get the all-in package, you'll get the printer, automatic ink delivery, dedicated 24/7 live support, a new printer delivered the very next business day if you need it, and an upgrade after 2 years. And you pay a monthly fee, get this, starting at just $6.99 for all of this. And HP will also ship it all to wherever you are. Plus, you can try it for 30 days, no upfront costs, kind of a no-brainer. Check it out again at hp.com. Next up, every cool dorm room needs cool lighting, and I love Wiz Lighting. These are their RGB and RGBIC LED light strips, completely customizable lighting here. Super easy to set them up. You just download the Wiz Connected app to your phone, then choose from 16 million plus solid colors and shades of white. You can do multiple colors at the same time, cool effects like rainbows and color fades and sparkles. They're super simple to install too, on furniture, walls, doors. They come in all different sizes. You can even cut the strips if you need to, so they'll adjust to any space. And they're secure enough that they won't fall or go anywhere, but they're gentle enough that they won't damage anything either. So at the end of the year, when it comes time to take them home, you're good to go. They're affordable as well. They start at $24.99 right on Amazon. Wiz Connected. Love, love, love. Now, for big and little kids alike, finding a snack both parents and kids love can be difficult, and Kind Bars always makes it easy. They're nutritious, delicious. They're filled with nutrient-dense first ingredients. These are their new school-friendly kids bars. Gluten-free, no tree nuts or peanuts, 100% whole grain oats, 5 grams of protein per bar, and kids love them, I love them, just a win-win. Just make sure to check with your local school district, of course, just to confirm that they meet its requirements, because every school does have their own definition of what school-friendly means, so they're super yummy. Now, no secret, when it's back to school time, germs can just spread in the classroom and they can make their little old way into your home. So Lysol disinfecting wipes and Lysol disinfectant spray, just an absolute essential. When used as directed, they kill 99.9% of viruses and bacteria, including cold, flu, and the COVID-19 virus. You can use them on so many surfaces at home and in school, desktops, door handles, countertops. And for year 6 of Lysol's Here Healthy Schools program, they're teaming up with Kids Co-Creation Lab, the Giant Room, to create these Lysol Mini Labs science kits with hands-on activities that help educate elementary students and their teachers too on germ prevention. They're donating these to Title I schools too across the country. And you can learn more about this at thegiantroom.com/Lysol Mini Labs for more on that. And there you have it, back to school must-haves.
Good morning, Vail.
Hey, it's your boy, Nephew Tommy, your host for an all-new season of Black College Quiz, where the nation's best and brightest display their knowledge of Black history and culture while competing for prizes and scholarships. So get ready to see HBCU Nation take the academic field. Black College Quiz! BCQ! Black College Quiz! BCQ! Black College Quiz! BCQ! Yeah, man.
Take the first game every one of us played in the schoolyard. Turn up the degree of difficulty to maximum, and then let loose some of the fastest and most agile athletes in the world to go one-on-one in what you have is the most extreme pursuit contest you've ever known. It's intense, it's addictive, and there's only one rule. Don't get caught.
Oh my gosh.
If you haven't seen World Chase Tag before, here's how it works.
2 teams of up to 6 athletes compete in a series of one-on-one chases. Each chase lasts up to 20 seconds and has 1 chaser and 1 evader.
Opportunity to points on the board! Oh!
Whoever wins the duel stays on as the evader, and teams get 1 point for each evasion they make.
And it looks like the opening point of this contest.
It's the best of 16 chases to win the match, with a sudden death chase-off required to break any ties. It's win or go home from now on. Don't miss it.
What happens to a poker player when there is life-changing money on the line?
Take catch. I'm rooting for me.
When they are faced with adversity?
Holy smoke. Jason can't even breathe right now. Look at him.
When a WPT title is within their grasp?
How sweet that is, baby.
See for yourself with a front row seat to all the action on the World Poker Tour.
Join us on the famous Leadville Railroad. This historic train ride takes you on an unforgettable trip through the heart of the Rockies for an afternoon of adventure, relaxation, and sightseeing. Our scenic train rides are a perfect place to bring families closer together while immersing them in the natural beauty and rich history of this picturesque region. Enjoy the spectacular Colorado scenery. Even meet the engineer. Make memories that will last a lifetime. Tickets available at leadvillerailroad.com.
Each week on The Tech Show, you can look forward to the latest in technology and how you can use it too. We'll also chat with leading experts, and you'll find out if the latest gadget will take my money or not. Don't miss The Tech Show. Tech your local listings.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the TVA Weather Center on this beautiful Monday morning. I'm your host, Ross Leonhardt. We are starting out at 58 degrees at 8 a.m. today. We'll see a high of 72 and a 50% chance of precipitation and some afternoon thunderstorms. Some decent winds, 10 to 15 miles per hour today. So be prepared for a little bit of everything out there, kind of into the hourly. Around noon, things heat up to 72, and those scattered thunderstorms are expected to roll in right around 4 p.m. and into the evening. Comes down to 64 at 8 p.m. It is supposed to be a full moon tonight, so hopefully those cloudy skies aren't super cloudy, and we get a little reprieve later on. Into the I-70 corridor, there's a 50% of rainfall throughout the Rocky Mountain region and even on the Front Range today in Denver, which is looking at a high of 90 today there on the Front Range. Vail, high of 72. Avon, high of 77. And going farther west, Eagle, a high of 80 degrees today. Into tonight, a low of 51, 15% chance of rain. That sun sets at 7:57. And partly cloudy skies. Hopefully we get a shot at that full moon, and those winds kind of die down to 5 to 10 miles per hour coming from the south-southeast tonight. Into the rest of the week, partly cloudy day tomorrow on Tuesday, and then we got a 50% chance of precipitation Wednesday through Friday and into the weekend with scattered thunderstorms expected. Those temperatures are hovering around upper 60s, mid 70s, and those lows right around 50. So thanks so much for tuning in to Good Morning Vail today. Shout out to Nick and Terry behind the camera, and I'm your host, Ross Leonhardt. Looking forward to a good week out here, and we will see you all out here tomorrow.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies.